We continue to follow breaking news out of Saudi Arabia, where U.S. and Ukrainian officials have reached a series of agreements about the Russia-Ukraine war, and that includes Ukraine saying it would accept a U.S. proposal calling for an immediate 30-day ceasefire with Russia. I want to bring in Mark Cancian. He's a senior advisor with the Defense and Security Department at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Thank you for being here, Mark. Understanding that we still have a long way to go between now, today's development, and a ceasefire actually taking hold. What is your reaction to today's developments?
I thought it was extremely positive, particularly considering where we were 10 days ago after that disastrous meeting in the Oval Office. Ukraine got two very important things. One, it got a communique that was issued by friends. The second thing is it got a resumption of aid and intelligence information, which are critical for its continued resistance. The ceasefire is something that they had indicated willingness to accept. There's some risk there that says it could be extended, and the ceasefire in Korea has been extended for 70 years. But as a method of getting the talks going, they were willing to do that. There were some disappointing things in there. The biggest one is the statement that the United States will now talk to Russia. In other words, Ukraine doesn't get to talk to Russia. The United States will talk to Russia and then come back with some proposals. Also, the Europeans are being left out.
Why is that disappointing or an outlier to you?
Well, it's disappointing for Ukraine because their fate is being discussed, and they'd like to be at the table when that occurs.
Now it's the the ball is in Russia's court, according to Secretary of State Rubio. How do you anticipate those conversations will go? We know that Witkoff is going to be going to the area in the next week to talk with them.
Those are going to be critical because so far, Putin has not indicated any willingness to make concessions. In fact, he's extended his demands. He's now talking even of disarming Ukraine. There's nothing of that in this text. So they're going to have to step up, make some compromises. The other thing is that at least a week ago, Russia felt like the war was going their way. President Trump was backing them, and they may have a hard time turning and then making some concessions that would be needed for a peace agreement. On the other hand, Trump has indicated that he might put the pressure on Russia. I think that's one reason that he started the flow of aid again. And it may be that he gives Russia the same treatment he gave Ukraine in order to get an agreement.
Mark, we have less than a minute together, but we know that Ukraine is very passionate about security guarantees because they contend that Russia has broken ceasefires in the past. Will the minerals deal suffice?
No, the mineral deal itself is just that. It's a mineral deal. Now, it will help a little on security in the sense that there will be some extended economic ties between the United States and Ukraine. There'll be some American citizens in Ukraine. But it's not the same. There have been many, many cases in history where a country is invaded and another country whose economic interests are at peril does not take action. So it's helpful, but not at all a substitute for peacekeepers or some kinds of guarantees by the United States, NATO, Europe.
Mark Cancian, thank you so much for your time. Of course, everybody, we've been following this breaking news. Ukraine willing to accept a 30-day ceasefire proposal from the U.S. with Russia.